how our innovation fund, how RDI or Anusandhan, NRF can help even small companies engage with new research. How our startup fund of funds in DPIIT France 2 can help our deep techs, maybe in some remote corner of Kerala or coming out of Trichy in Tamil Nadu or Siliguri in West Bengal. Let me add Barabanki in UP, नहीं तो आप बोलोगे election states का ही नाम लिया है. And I am very confident that India's growing engagement with AI, our effort to get the best of technologies and equipment from the world. I mean, just now, a few minutes back, I saw a very ridiculous proposition that the leader of the opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who probably doesn't get an audience anywhere else other than the Twitter X handle, make a comment that India has committed to buy $100 billion every year from the US without a counter commitment from the US. I think he lives in a world very detached from reality. All of you here are exporters. Were you happy with the 50% tariff? Was your business prospering? Were your jobs safe? Was Tirupur able to export apparel? What was happening to your leather industry where lakhs of charmakars and workers are working? What had happened to our marine seafood exports? All labor-intensive sectors were suffering. Now, once that rate comes down to lower than any of our competitors, we are lower than anybody else who's an emerging market or a developing economy. And plus, having safeguarded all the sensitive sectors, it's a great win-win solution for both countries. Will your businesses prosper at the 18% rate we have negotiated? Along with many zeros that will come in gem and diamonds, many zeros that will come in spices. Our farmers, spices, masalas will go to the US at zero duty, as they will go to European Union and many other developed nations. And along with that, does this country not need GPUs? Will we not need technology equipment? Will we not need aircrafts? Unless all of you are very happy that you paid top dollar to take a flight to Delhi for this program. Or all of those who didn't come today possibly didn't come because they didn't get an air ticket. We need airplanes in India. As our steel production doubles, and it's slated to double from 140 million to 300 million in the next 5-6 years. Huge investments, almost 10 lakh crores investments are in the pipeline in the steel industry alone. That steel will need coking coal. You are all businessmen in this room. Is it better to have 2 sources of a product or 6 sources of a product? Where does the competition help? It helps you bring down costs, helps you negotiate better, helps you get a better deal, better quality, better prices, better availability, timely availability. So as we open our doors for products that India needs, and as we buy from trusted partners in the developed world, our own economic growth story will be given a huge spur, a huge thrust. And that is what will keep India the fastest growing large economy. As we have been for the last 4 years, we will continue for the next 25 years to be the fastest growing large economy. Exports will play a very important role in our effort. There are many things that we need to import which support our exports. We have opened the doors for wider competition in products that are needed for our growth imperative, which will help us expand our exports faster, which will help us expand our services exports, equally important for our future, which will help us earn income from tourism with a larger number of connectivity and planes available for the country, which will help us create crores of jobs in different industry segments, service sector, in the tourism industry, in our innovation ecosystem, the R&D ecosystem, which will provide opportunity for our professionals across the world. And keeping this in mind, I think very clearly, India is on the right track. We make sure that our sensitive defensive interests remain protected. All our agricultural produce in India remains protected from the markets where there is any competition. We ensure we open our market for consumer benefit in several areas. I'm sure when we allow high quality pharma products or super expensive, complicated medical devices to come to India at lower or zero duty, we are serving 1.4 billion consumers who are also a stakeholder in the development. I started by mentioning that this is World Day of Social Justice. We have a responsibility cast to 1.4 billion Indians. 140 करोड़ देशवासियों को एक अच्छा भविष्य देना है, उज्जवल भविष्य देना है, उनकी आशा अपेक्षा आकांक्षाओं को पूरा करना है। उसके लिए स्वाभाविक है हमें अवसर देने पड़ेंगे, अवसर नॉट ऑफिसर्स, अपॉर्चुनिटीज। और दोज अपॉर्चुनिटीज, संभावनाएं बहुत बड़ी है। अब भारत उन संभावनाओं को पकड़ता है, उसको आपके समक्ष पेश करता है। दुनिया के साथ हमारा रिश्ता दुनिया भर में आप देख सकते हैं। भारत का आज वर्चस्व, भारत की जो साख आज बनी है, भारत के निर्णायक नेतृत्व के प्रति जो विश्वास आज पूरी दुनिया प्रकट करती है, जिस प्रकार से पूरी दुनिया चाहती है भारत के साथ संबंध बढ़ाएं, मुझे लगता है शायद पहली बार होगा कि यूरोपियन यूनियन और भारत के बीच जो फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट फाइनलाइज हुआ है, 27 के 27 देश चाहते हैं कि हम वो जल्दी फाइनलाइज करें। कई तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स और प्रेसिडेंट्स मुझे मिलने आए हैं कल, और मैं सर्जरी के कारण बाहर नहीं जा पा रहा था। तो ये भारत की ताकत, आप सबके 140 करोड़ देशवासियों की ताकत है कि उन्होंने प्रोटोकॉल नहीं देखा, पर ये अप्रिशिएट किया कि मैं मुंबई से आया हूं, सून आफ्टर द सर्जरी दे केम टू मीट मी। और सबका मैसेज ये था, भाई ये एफटीए को जल्दी आगे करिए।